Top 35 player, shooting guard in the class of 2026, Jasiah Jervis. And as always, y'all know the drill. Mine. Mine. Uh, Reports coming from Justin Thin over at 24/7 Sports. Shout out to my guy JT, does great work covering Michigan State athletics. Had a little bit of an update here. Now, this is a VIP like paywall piece, so I'm not gonna go too in depth on it. Make sure y'all subscribe to that. Go check out Spartan Tailgate, a great website for all things Michigan State. But basically, I had an update on Jasiah Jervis's recruitment, where Michigan State has been very much in on him and very much prevalent in his life, as Tom Izzo and the staff had shown a lot of attention and affection for Jasiah Jervis and wanted to get him on campus. At this point, JT sees it as, or his sources are telling him, that Tennessee and Pitt are the main challenge. Pitt. Tennessee and Pitt are the main challengers to Michigan State, with Michigan State having the slight lead here. Now, Will Wade and NC State are still hovering in themselves around, of course. We ain't too worried about Cowboy Willie as much. But it seems that at this point, Michigan State does have a very slight lead for Jasiah Jervis. Now, that slight lead can change because it seems that Jasiah Jervis is going to take a few months to make his decision. It's not necessarily happening soon. So we know how things can change day by day. They can certainly change month by month. Dion, I'll throw it to you for your thoughts on Michigan State having the lead right now for Jasiah Jervis, mine, and then also the fact that this is currently said to be between Michigan State, Tennessee, and Pitt, with Michigan State in the lead slightly, and NC State still just like hovering around and shit.
I mean, it's slight lead for Izzo, which is insane with the Cardi B level of twerking he's done to get Jasiah Jervis to commit.
Please never ever compare my coach to Cardi B ever again. Not after that Call Her Daddy episode, please.
Just an insane amount of twerking he's done for Jasiah Jervis, and we are a few months away from his commitment, and it's a slight lead. That feels like, I mean, obviously, if you're a Michigan State fan, like you should be optimistic because I think Jasiah Jervis is a phenomenal player, and if you have a slight lead, no matter what's going on, you want to be in the lead for Jasiah Jervis. But I'd be a little concerned that it's only slight because I don't feel like the other schools have put as much effort into this as Izzo. I don't think I've seen Izzo put this much effort into a recruit in like maybe since like Mateen Cleaves. And
Being crazy.
I don't think it's a must win for Izzo because nothing's a must win for Izzo. Like when he loses, he wins. Won the Big Ten by 3 games last year. No one thought it, right? In a position to do this, maybe not do the same again, but definitely contending for it. No one thinks it, but it feels like a must win recruitment for him. I think Tennessee's a legit threat because Tennessee is just Tennessee. They're the only 10 that I see. And Will Wade, let's never count out Will Wade. Most specifically, Trey Holloman gets to tell Josiah Jarvis what it's like to play for both Izzo and Will Wade for the next few months.
Dion, how's your job going?
Beginning of the school year, everything's like a little up and down. One of the biggest issues we've had is we can't find any uniforms for our girls' sports teams.
Mm, that's a difficult thing to find a solution for. I know damn well all about that because I got a daughter that just turned 2. She's into sports and she's already outgrowing every little piece of sports apparel she had. Thankfully, I know Clara Kate Creations. Clara Kate Creations was started by a former high school teacher who quit because it wasn't cost effective to send new twins and a 2-year-old to daycare. She found it easier to make girls' sports apparel than finding it to buy. And I am so thankful that she exists because if we have an old shirt of Murph's that she's outgrown, we can send it in and she takes that piece of apparel that means something and upcycles it into an outfit that Murphy can now wear as she grows up. She makes great stuff. It's honestly kind of like your fullback's wife, Kyle Juszczyk. Is that how you say it? She does that. But honestly, I think Clara Kate's coming for Mrs. Juszczyk's job.
I love that. I'm a big Juice guy, love his wife. Love Claire Kate even more than both of them, though.
You can send in your own custom ideas and she will come up with a design. She's just the best. Look up Clara Kate Creations on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and more.
Yeah, also it's Trey Holloman. I think
Oh,
Josiah Jervis ignores that call.
that's
With that said, look, I'm not gonna pay attention to Pitt because it's Pitt, and I think Josiah Jervis is a serious basketball player, and serious basketball players don't go play for the Pitt Panthers. That's all that is. So let's just go ahead and cut them out right now. I do think that Rick Barnes is a serious player here, and Tennessee's a serious player as well. Um, and look, I think I might have misheard you on that there. What was the word that you said after slight?
Lead, slight
Lead.
lead.
Lead me. Okay. Lead is a thing. Lead is here. My coach, my program are leading because they are putting in the effort. So if you're gonna do the whole nonchalant, hope that fine thing come talks to me, sometimes it don't work like that, right? You gotta be on the offensive. My coach has risen up Jasiah Jervis, as the kids say. We use whatever brain rot word you want to think about. But I think that I feel good about where Michigan State is. And hearing that we have a slight, what is that again, Dion?
Slight lead.
Slight lead for Jasiah Jervis makes me feel good because if we do get Jasiah Jervis, I'm going to be watching the backcourt of Carlos Medlock Jr. and Jasiah Jervis, and then they're going to convince Ethan Taylor and Maximo Adams to come as well, and it's all going to be gravy, my friend. It is all going to be gravy. I guess last thing on this is Jasiah Jervis end up being a Spartan?
I don't know. Honestly, I think my gut feeling is no, but I don't. Deep down, I'm such a Spartan dog. It's just hard to fully commit to the Spartan dogs because I also want to be Dusty Man, and I just want to have more money than everybody and just get whoever I want. So it's tough for me. My gut feeling's no. I think if it takes too long, it's because it's financially driven, and I think they end up getting outbid.
Don't okay, listen. I'm fine that you call our school poor. I'll allow that, I guess. But just know this slight lead for Izzo is a massive lead for everybody else. So I can't wait to see him in
That
green.
was that a compliment?
It didn't sound like one, but it was meant to be.
It probably was. This is probably like a Dion brain thing and not like a cart sentence thing, but it sure, like out loud, it didn't sound like that was like positive.
Well, on the right, I just saw my countryman smoke a putt to take a lead. So I got thrown off by that. But shout out to JT for the update here. It'll be interesting to see how the rest of his recruitment plays out because I do think it is going to take a little bit of time with this. So stay tuned with us. We'll keep you all updated when it happens.